1 second decides who walks away and who never does. A gray wolf is lifted violently into the air, pierced by the sweeping horn of a full-grown bison. Snow bursts outward as the massive animal twists, trying to crush the life from its attacker. The impact echoes across the frozen plain. Nearly an hour into the fight, both sides are running on the last of their strength. Steam pours from flared nostrils. Legs tremble beneath thick winter coats. No one here is fresh. No one is safe. Each charge is a calculation measured in blood. The bison outweighs any wolf tenfold. Its skull a battering ram, its hooves capable of shattering bone. One mistimed leap means death. At the front stands Sophia, the lead wolf. Her side is torn open, fur matted dark against the snow. She staggers but does not retreat. Hunger grips the pack behind her. If she yields now, they starve. So she steps forward again. This is what the storm has done to them. For weeks, a historic blizzard has swallowed the valley, burying grasslands beneath ice and driving entire herds south in search of exposed ground. Elk vanished first. Deer followed. What remains are scattered giants like this. Bison dangerous, desperate, and not worth the risk unless there is no other choice. Behind Sophia stand 24 wolves, ribs faintly visible beneath thick winter fur. 7 days without a kill has thinned their patience and their strength. Pups wait miles away, burning precious energy just to stay warm. Older wolves lag at the edges, conserving what little they have left. In a pack this size, hunger spreads fast. If they fail again, fractures begin. Young males drift off. Mothers gamble alone. Alliances weaken. A wolf pack survives on cooperation, but starvation erodes loyalty. That is why this fight matters. It is not pride. It is not dominance. It is survival measured in days. So they shift from force to strategy. The pack spreads in a wide arc, paws silent against packed snow. No reckless charges now. They circle, closing distance inch by inch, eyes fixed on subtle weakness. Wolves do not overpower bison, they unravel them. A sudden rush from the left, a snap at the heels, then retreat. The goal is panic, not impact. If the herd fractures, even slightly, opportunity opens. A younger bull strays too far. An older cow hesitates half a second too long. That is all the wolves need. But the risk never disappears. A full-grown bison weighs nearly a ton, 10 times heavier than any attacker. Its horns sweep low and fast. Its hind legs can lash out with bone-crushing force. Snow hides uneven ground. One slip ends everything. Each wolf must read movement perfectly, distance, angle, timing. One miscalculation is fatal. And still, they press closer. The opening comes, and it is too small. A young bull stumbles in deep snow, just enough to break formation. Sophia lunges before the others fully close in. For a heartbeat, she is alone. Her jaws clamp onto thick hide, teeth searching for purchase. The herd scatters, but the bull does not fall. It pivots. The counterstrike is instant. A horn drives upward with brutal precision, catching Sophia beneath the ribs and lifting her off her feet. The impact throws her back into the snow. She tries to rise, but her legs falter. The circle tightens around the bull as the rest of the pack commits at once, snapping, parrying, exhausting it from every side. Minutes later, the giant finally collapses. The pack feeds because she held the line. Sophia lies still beyond the churned snow, her breath fading into the cold air. In the wild, leadership is not protected by title. It is proven in sacrifice and remembered in survival. They feed in silence, but the absence is immediate. With the bull down, hunger finally loosens its grip. Yet as the pack tears into thick muscle and fat, no one steps into Sophia's place. Leadership in wolves is not declared, it is reinforced daily through strength, confidence, and trust. Without it, balance shifts. Over the following days, tension builds in subtle ways. Two males posture longer than necessary. A growl lingers. Eye contact holds a second too long. The hierarchy is unsettled, and winter offers no patience for instability. Among them, a young female begins to drift at the edge of the group. The breeding season approaches, and instinct pulls her in a different direction. With Sophia gone, the structure that once held her is weaker. One night, she does not return from a scouting run. She moves east, alone, following the river corridor. If she survives, she will claim new ground, risking isolation in exchange for the chance to build something entirely her own. Spring arrives late in the high country. The young female has claimed a narrow stretch of timber along the river's bend, where fallen pines form a natural shelter against the wind. Snow still grips the ground in shaded pockets, and prey remains scarce. Yet beneath the roots of an uprooted spruce, she gives birth to 8 blind, fragile pups. They arrive into a world that offers little margin for error. Her ribs show again. Hunting alone demands precision, and each trip away from the den is a gamble. If she stays too long, the pups weaken from cold. If she ranges too far, she risks injury, with no pack to support her. Elk herds have not fully returned. Small game is thin. The river runs cold and mostly empty. She feeds when she can, then rushes back, curling her body around 8 small lives that depend entirely on her warmth and milk. Out here, motherhood is not gentle. It is endurance measured, one hunt at a time. To keep 8 mouths alive, she cannot hunt by strength alone. She hunts by scent, moving low across wind-carved drifts. She catches the faint trace of decay beneath the snow. A winter-killed deer lies frozen below the crust. She digs fast, tearing through ice to reach meat stiff with cold. It is not fresh, but it is fuel. Other days demand greater risk. The smell of a brown bear lingers near a carcass along the riverbank. She waits at the edge of the trees, watching. When the bear feeds, she darts in only to retreat again, harassing from angles, forcing irritation, testing patience. A snap at the flank, a quick grab. Distraction becomes opportunity. When she cannot carry flesh home, she swallows quickly, then returns to the den. There, she lowers her head and regurgitates the meal for her pups. Nothing is wasted. Every calorie is converted into survival, one calculated theft at a time. But scavenging near a bear cannot remain a pattern. One evening, as she approaches the riverbank again, the brown bear is still there, larger than before in the thinning light, shoulders rolling beneath thick fur. It lifts its head the moment she steps from the trees. This time, there is no distraction, no easy angle. The carcass lies between them. A direct charge would be suicide. The bear outweighs her several times over, its forelimbs capable of breaking bone with a single blow. Even a glancing strike could end her season and her pup's chances with it. So she changes the rules. Instead of advancing, she circles wide, staying just within sight. She barks sharply, then disappears into brush, reappearing from another direction. She never commits, never closes fully. The goal is not to fight, it is to exhaust attention, to create uncertainty. The bear lunges once, swiping at empty air. She is already gone. Minutes stretch. The bear feeds, but less calmly now, pausing, turning, irritated by movement it cannot pin down. When it finally drags part of the carcass away, she slips in for what remains. One misstep would have ended her. Instead, patience keeps her alive. But the bear is not the only danger pressing in. As summer deepens, a new scent threads through her territory. Male, mature, unfamiliar. A lone wolf, larger than most, follows the river corridor with deliberate confidence. He is searching for ground to claim, and for a future to secure. If he finds her den and the pups are not his, the outcome could turn ruthless. In the wild, incoming males sometimes kill unrelated young. It brings the female back into breeding condition and clears the path for their own bloodline. It is not malice. It is strategy, written into instinct. She intercepts him before he reaches the timber. Her posture is rigid, tail level, teeth bared in warning. She does not attack outright. Instead, she blocks, redirects, forces distance between him and the hidden den. Every step she takes is calculated. Survival is no longer about securing meat. It is about guarding lineage, defending 8 fragile futures against a threat that walks on 4 familiar paws. In this land, survival is never guaranteed. Strength matters, strategy matters, but in the end, it is resilience that shapes the future. From blizzards to bears, from hunger to rival wolves, every choice determines which bloodline continues and which fades into silence. The wild does not reward emotion, it rewards adaptation, and that is the lesson it leaves behind. If this story changed the way you see predators, stay with us. There are worlds like this unfolding right now, unseen, unfiltered, and governed by laws older than humanity. Subscribe to explore more untamed ecosystems where every moment is earned and nothing is given.